Alright, alrighty. Let's see. Alright, hello everyone. My name is Agent, going for another live here. I'm gonna be showing off a mod I found called My Hero Craft. I can probably double check the name here in case if I accidentally messed up. Yeah, My Hero Craft, I'm good. Alright, besides from that, hoping everyone's doing well. I do have here a few other mods that I could probably show off for a bit, but for now I'm just gonna be showing off the main one being My Hero. Yeah, I know, like how most people would have some basic stuff, right? Getting everything in. But here's the fun part. As cyberware, not the cyberware or cyberspace. Think of morally of like, hey, we got everything else going. What's it do? Okay, firstly, a level. Okay, that works. All right, so yeah, what does this mod give? Well, for one, as you can see, I'm Work of Hawks, which has each and every single type of ability, besides from most, and can allow me to do flight. Aside from that, there is also a few characters that some would say would be nice. Some would say, oh, they would like, what's the word? Some people would like to be like all for one, looking for you, 1000. Some would probably want something stronger, like being All Might or Izuku Midoriya or Bakugo. There are a few, there are a few. But in the case of this one, I want to kind of just show off what I got here. These are, this is the Mind Colony mod. Finally managed to get it going from my side. So with some of the abilities, right, there is a toggle that lets you do hero versus basic. Basic lets you use your weapons, like such. Kind of pull something from Draconic Evolution here. See, here we go. That's nice and organized now. Convenient. Grab this, and I'm gonna grab this. Like, let's say, like I said, you do your basic stuff, which is let you strike, right, versus your actual combat. For that, you can charge it as well. Then you have the other abilities, like your Wind Cutter Blade for Hawks, whoever likes Hawks. Other than that, it is all glory. One part with Hawks' abilities is that with one, can indistinguishably, right, use Unipart. Yeah, here, that's actual armor. I also have cosmetic armor.
Who wants to fight? Who
Right,
wants to fight?
right, one, allow me to, and see. Right, let me explain
I'll
that.
be back.
So, with Hawks' ability, it do vast variety of things against others. Wind Cutter, for example, let you do this. Get fast about others, and if you crouch, all come back to you. Passive being his flight, like I said before. Fly without an elytra, and it makes it a lot more. I know some people have already seen this mod, some people haven't, and you know what? That's fine. Truly, that is fine. That's why I'm kind of around to kind of help explain. So, apologies for that. But yeah, basically you could do vast varieties of other quirks and abilities and everything else. For example, let's say you wanted to do, like I said, Doria. Yeah, some characters have a passive ability or a passive aspect to where you can directly do what you wish with some of the abilities. Some may not have a direct ability, but there are some. Like with Zuko Midoriya's, right? We have Fajin. Can I use Fajin? Yeah, I guess Fajin don't. I just stuck on Fajin. Pause. Okay, there we go. Black Whip Enforcement. Right, Black Whip Sweep. Black Whip itself. So on and so forth. There are other ones like Levitation, which doesn't have a lot of abilities. I apologize. Let's change that real quick. I meant to say as well, most of the here gear has certain abilities as well. Me with Fox, I can also do Midoriya's. Yeah, with some abilities, right? Apologize for that. But yeah, with some abilities like Detroit Smash, they can target ship Air Force. With Detroit Smash, even if target or crouch, some abilities like this charge all the way up. Even with like Smokescreen, you got vast varieties of other stuff that can be used and close. Screen, smoke around, charge increased a ton. But yeah, that's just for an example versus the hero of Victoria versus All Might. Yeah, he does not have every other ability besides from Zuko. That's a terrible example. My apologies. I guess the best example I probably could have done is like getting Orca. Ultrasound, where you can just up and Tiger Sky, wave rotation. Oh, it gave me a smith. Lovely. And let me just. There we go. So other than that. Yeah, you kind of get the idea. Now, for the most part, I'm gonna put. Now, there is a thing to where you can't have two separate characters beating the same thing. Lady Nag, the lady here is gonna be, for example, I'm gonna not to say the full name. But there's also New Order as well included, and then there's the villains. Well, in levitation, limited airwalk, burst speed, spring transformation, muscle strength. You get the idea. And there's also just use side characters as well to go with it. One just being wings versus Hawks. Where did Hawks go? Did I ever Hawks? Yeah, here. Then here's Hawks. Gotta. Here we go. Allow me to just get back to the point. All right, here we go. Let's go somewhere a little bit more special. Here we go. Cyberspace. Separate mod, but yeah, it's so weird. The cyberspace is one where you can do whatever you want, however you want, wherever you want. And you can do anything you wish. Yes, I have to pause a lot, I apologize. But basically, when you use cyberspace, supposedly it's supposed to make everything easy for you. So you choose to leave. I'm not gonna. Alright. But yeah, the basic idea is you get to be any sort of hero, with its own limitations, of course. I would try to test a bit more, but it's always the conflict of trying to do something for something else. Oh, I know some of you probably saw the Cyber Eye system. Yes, I have Cyber Enforcement mod here, which for those who don't know, think of Cyberpunk a little bit. Get all this amazing gear by replacing certain parts, and then you get to have it all to yourself. Other than that, I do have the Butcher mod, Twilight Forest, a few others, including Draconic Evolution. I was, I was about to gag myself. Where was I? Oh, yes. So, where was I with the hero thing? Right, right. So yeah, with the villain stuff, I don't know if you could change your badge to the same thing, because mine is set max to having everything. Not everything, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to think so bad. Okay. Um, but yeah, for all I know, right, just even with the villain thing, the give ability is the same thing. You have to charge it, and then now when you change, you also now have the quirk. And it can keep it as well. Then all I have to do is clean up my mess. Alright, I gotta do something with this weapon. There you go. gonna be using this as an excuse to just kind of clear the field. Fox, where you at? Ba-da-ba! Yeah, okay, there we go. Good heavens. Oh yeah, I don't have a charge. Note to self, Draconic Evolution. You're doing this solo and you're doing a video. Get this. Get this little fun contraption. So, hotbar, dish, armor, node item. Now that it's right, energy module. I don't remember. Chaotic energy. 2. Yeah, I know. It's people are gonna be like, oh, because one, it helps do a lot more than just nitpicking. Second, the reason why you have cosmetic armors on is for this beauty. To elaborate, because I know people are gonna get confused. The idea that I was gonna have for this pack, right, was that for one, being as I am, or I need to start doing that to myself. That's a whole problem to think about. The point I was getting at was that even with how I am, everything I make, even with like most other creators or a few other creators, will have a idea of to like make packs to do a different design. So like for example, with the whole shield thing, right? Yes, I know. Focus on. So field control. I'm not gonna bother with everything. Does it focusing? Trying to explain as best I can while I'm multitasking. Um, sorry. This is not. That would be my fault. Patient and rest of it. Alright. Yeah, I said I do apologize. So, I know, I probably should explain the whole Draconic Evolution as well, since I have it in this pack. The idea of the pack is that you're going to be doing a lot. Some people are going to do that. Because I could have stuff like this on and it will protect me. Because with certain versions of Draconic Evolution, they don't do armor, they do a whole shield pack. Which the shield pack can change from time to time. But in the opinion of the thing itself and versions, the Chaos version is the proper one of doing. Anyways, back to the point. So the point of like having me show this off is just so that way people can kind of get a decent idea for like the My Hero Academia fans, or like, hey, we got this, this, and this. But yeah, to kind of also show, I can also combine. But yeah, I could choose a selective amount of abilities I can do for. I gotta use this.
I'll be back.
I didn't even see a guy appear.
I'll be back.
But yeah, the point of this is just to kind of get a decent idea that with this mod versus a few other ones, right? This one will genuinely will allow you to do him, for example. Like let's say if I want to deal his quirk, all I gotta do is it's visually he will still have his ability. Will look like it, right? But if I do game mode, survival, then just yes, I also got enhanced visuals for a better chance. Yeah, showed. Oh boy. Okay, I think that might have been my fault. Oh my. Like, okay, structure. His black whip still on me. That's why. There's a struggle mix between his ability versus mine. Kill command. Okay. That was a bad case of lag. It is taking a bit to save the world. Alright, well,